Hey, Alexa, play Smart Stupid Stuff.
I can't find the song Smart Stupid Stuff.
Exactly, because we're live, man.
We are live, baby.
Motherfuckers.
Got him.
Good job, guys.
She won't play the podcast? What a bitch.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with her, man.
We gotta be more specific with Alexa.
No,
We're back, guys, after so long. We took a week break. We've been relaxing and maxing and relaxing, but we're back. Shout out to those guys that are listening, that continue to listen for us. Corey Harpin, #1 listener. Evan the Silent Killer, we love you, buddy. Nacho!
Shout out to Nacho.
Libre!
Nacho! And any of you guys that are listening, just let me know you're listening so I can shout you out. And we appreciate it. Our sponsor today is Alpaca Chicken. If you wanted the chicken, you go get the chicken at Alpaca Chicken.
There you go, Alpaca Chicken, www.alpacachicken.com.
Nation Homes. Not nationwide, but Nation Home. If you want to get your home remodeled, right? If you want to install a bidet, if you want to experience the sweet, sweet cold breeze and blast right in your booty hole, call nationones.com. Dude, you should run a campaign on that.
We're doing free installations for the first 50 customers.
Wow.
Free installation.
50.
You just pay for the materials,
Yeah,
guys.
but you have to buy from us, though.
You buy them. Yeah, you buy the bidet from Nationwide, and you
Free
get it
installation.
installed.
What more do you want?
And if you're looking for some
It's only
online clothing,
$150.
$150 easy.
With the bidet.
Dude, $150 is a small price to pay for the sweet, sweet relief. I've been campaigning hardcore on this, and I am still shocked on how people don't accept this idea.
Oh, I got it, man.
I know you do. Thank you for being a reasonable person. But most people are just like, well, wait, how are you gonna wipe? You are smearing shit around people. You're smearing shit around your asshole.
So how do you dry up?
You just use a little piece of paper, bro, or just sit there for 5 minutes. It dries up. It shoots right in your booty hole, right inside,
Right in
dude.
the poop chute.
Right in the poop chute. It is an amazing experience.
We can make one with a
and I'm
little
sure
fan
there's
on it.
better.
With the fan?
With a fan.
With the
They
Dyson.
You're going to
make
feel like
that.
a car wash, man.
They have that. They have that.
Oh, they do.
Nationhomes.com. You want the car wash situation?
Car wash experience. Nation
They'll
Home.
make it happen. Can you install a full toilet?
Yeah, man.
No, of course you can. What kind of stupid question was that?
Install a house.
You want buy the whole scenario, he'll install it for you. And if you want to get some clothes online, bluebetsy.com, baby.
That's what's up.
That's where you go get them nice, sweet, beautiful thongs.
Ooh.
Mm.
Handcrafted.
Handcrafted and tested.
Ooh.
Humanly tested. No, I'm just
Wow.
kidding. Just go check it out, bluebetsy.com. All right, and on that note, let's hit that music, boys.
Let's go.
Hey, you watched the Super Bowl?
I did not. I watched a little bit of it.
Dude, I watched Akira, man.
Dude.
Sticking her tongue out like crazy, man.
You hear what happened, right?
I no, inform me. I was on the road, on the way to the mountains.
I know very little because I was flying back from St. Thomas.
Must be nice. The lifestyle.
But we hit Charlotte at 9 o'clock, and it was after the halftime show, and all the Facebook messages from our because on Facebook you have your conservative friends and you have your liberal friends, and I don't have a lot of conservative friends, but I have some. But Stacy, my wife, has a lot of conservative friends from her town, whatever, and they're all flipping out about how like it was a joke that they showed the Puerto Rican flag and these girls were booty dancing and it was just Latino and disgusting.
Can't believe my kids are watching
and
this.
J-Lo is nude or whatever.
Well, she wasn't nude.
I watched it, and you know what? Dude, it's fucking Miami. What do you
Normal.
think it was going to be?
It's hot, man.
Dude, I mean, I thought it was great.
Normal.
I like Shakira. I'm Hispanic. Maybe I am biased, but
I mean,
I don't think it was desecrating the flag. Plus, I wonder how many people understand that Puerto Rico is part of the U.S. Because what she had was a flag.
of, like North Carolina.
No, it was the...
It could have been of North Carolina.
Right.
It could have been South Carolina.
Well, she had the American flag on the outside, and it was like this kind of like shawl or like this like fur, and it was the American flag. And then when she went like this, it was the Puerto Rican flag.
Right.
And which flag was it? Like it was 2 flags in 1 flag.
Yeah, it was like the outside was the American flag, and then inside was the Puerto Rican flag.
Okay.
And I can see
Perfect.
if you don't know, if you don't know Puerto Rico is part of the U.S., which is very possible.
And I don't know if you know this, but it's the same colors, same star, like same concept in the flag.
Well,
you got stripes, red,
Stars and
white.
stripes.
I don't know anything about the history of why Puerto Rico is part of it, but dude, whatever, man. Plus, there's a huge Hispanic population in this country, and you're in Miami. Get over it. They're just like, people are mortified. Like, they were shaking, the booty shaking. I think Shakira went like with her tongue like, blah, 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 at one point, and that was bad, you know. Like, she went to the camera after, and she went like, blah, 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 like that. And then, you know,
But
like,
it's a cultural thing.
you know what it was? All this whiteies just nutted in their pants immediately. And they're like,
And their spouses
I don't
were
like that.
upset.
I don't like what it feels like. It feels weird. I don't like it.
A couple of white guys jealous after seeing their husband watch
White
those
devils. I've been told that's not okay to say that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean it in the best ways. Don't say white devils.
I say it with love.
I say it with love. I say it because I love you. My wife's white.
No.
shows. So I can say it.
How was
That
that
gives me
vacation?
the right.
How was that vacation? St. Thomas.
Dude, St. Thomas. So I went on vacation because of my job. I exceeded my... I'm in sales, by the way. If you guys, you guys are new to the podcast, you're joining us in. I'm in sales. I'm a pretty big deal, I'm saying. But somehow or another, I managed to exceed my quota, and they only take a few people, and I made the cut.
Wow,
and they
wow.
fucking,
Yes, so there we go. Round of applause for Juan
Thank
Martin.
you, baby.
Woo! He made it.
It was pretty emotional when I found out. Actually, I cried a little bit. You know,
Nice.
I cry for everything. I cried watching that Google commercial in the Super Bowl. Did you see that one?
No.
It was like
I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I just watched the meme. Like, they make so many memes.
Yeah,
From Shakira.
yeah, Shakira, and then I had to take a break. So it was disgusting. But no, I made it. So they took us to St. Thomas, and they took us to the Ritz-Carlton, which is like, one thing I realized is that setup. It's gifting the Ritz-Carlton is a weird thing to gift because it's set up for people who have so much money that money is not a problem anymore, and they're paying for exclusivity, right? So when you gift something like that, it's sort of an awkward thing to give, and it makes all the staff
Awkward thing to give or to receive?
to receive because they paid for all the nights. A lot of the food was covered. A lot of things were covered, but the entire setup is so that you're paying extra money for somebody to like put the towel on your chair. Like you go out to the beach and you don't put your own towels down, right? And you have a person out there just hanging out and like serving you, or like people come into your room like extra. And I feel like a lot of those interactions, if you have a lot of money, then you just like give them tips.
Look down, right?
You give them tips, and so here's people that are not used to this, and it just feels. I felt a little. I mean, it was. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like the main thing of the vacation, but I noticed that.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like the guy showed us the room, and like sometimes they take the bags. This guy drove us in a little car to the room. Then he gets in the room, starts showing me inside the room. Mm-hmm. Here's the refrigerator. Here's this. Here's that. And I'm
no
like,
shit, man.
and I'm trying to I never carry cash because I don't.
Right.
And I could kind of feel that was a tipping situation, but it's very subtle. Like you're supposed to just like have it ready or something. So I'm like trying to make like eyes to my wife's like, yo, like get the 20. Like you have something, give this man something. She's like completely clueless. And so the guy left, and I was like, what the fuck? We didn't give the guy any money. And like I'm sure we're supposed to give the guy money. I don't know. I never knew. Then there was a couple of scenarios like that. Like you're just like walking and like you're carrying your bag and somebody tries to like grab it or something.
Wow.
You're
Man,
like,
I don't mind about the tipping thing. Like, but I think it got way exaggerated. Everybody's exaggerating right now, like about tipping. Like people are getting paid from working, and then they expect for everybody to kind of tip them. I know it's kind of like a nice thing to do to tip somebody, But I don't think it's something that they should be expecting if they're getting paid, you know? Like
No, but like think about when you wait at tables.
no,
Right.
okay, but they're not getting paid right there.
But that's
Okay, they get
the
paid $3 an hour. But sometimes, let's say you go to get, I don't know, man, like, I don't know if you went to Miami. Everybody asks for a tip, man.
Well, same.
Like, you
same,
order-
same
oh,
setup.
So, is that, do you have to, like, tip just because they're talking to you, they're selling you something? Or
Well-
you can be like, okay, thank you, you know? Like,
The issue is the employer finds out that they're getting tipped, and then the wages become lowered because that's
so
how it
what
all
should we
started.
do? Like, what should we not
No,
tip?
well, no, but like the setup is like again going back to that. Like Miami might be an area where there's a lot of rich people, and they like tipping because money is not a problem for them. They prefer the special treatment. That's what I gather. They're okay with tipping. Tipping is fine. Like they don't mind just handing $20 every time somebody comes. They have so much. Dude, there was one morning where some dude pulled up on a yacht, and I was sitting at the beach. A boat pulled up, and he must have ordered
Food.
something on the phone. This dude's got in a little boat, and it wasn't even that far, but like you couldn't
To
swim
deliver,
there, and like they have like the food, and then there's this dude like in a little boat to take the food to this man. He wasn't even staying at the hotel. I wonder what kind of setup he had where he could do that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know it was ridiculously expensive.
Well, I
Like,
know also, like, when you go to other countries, people, they also, well, you got people from all over, and some people don't tip at all from other countries. But then also, I think people know that Americans are coming and Americans tip, so they go sometimes above and beyond. And yeah, of course, I mean, that's what they got to do what they got to do. But some people, I feel like, they go above and beyond. They know that Americans tip overall, like in general.
yeah,
And I think they kind of expect that
they kind of asked for it.
because most likely they will.
I never felt like anybody was asking for a tip, put it that way. But I feel like there was too much service, too much involved where like you wonder, you know, and I feel like that was the setup. I mean, everybody around us, we stood out as a group. Everybody around us was like older, white guys, and like really, you feel like they're wealthy people. Like the little area where they sold stuff, like little cover ups and T-shirts, everything was like $150, $200.
Wow.
So it was.
And it's also where you're staying too. If you're at the Ritz, if you go like a couple hotels
Right.
down,
No, exactly.
it might be completely different.
Oh no, I'm talking about the Ritz situation.
Yeah.
I think that's made it weird, and I think that's what Reliance was trying to do. Is like we're gonna give you this nice
Awesome,
vacation, exclusive, yeah. But
Right.
it was sort of a weird thing to gift because you're not
You're not used to that, and you're not. Most people who are in the sales are not living that lifestyle.
No, and also like I don't get again. I loved it; it was amazing. But I wonder, like, I would have liked more like something like like a cruise or something like a all inclusive type of thing. And I think that's what it's always been. That's what they've done in the past, an all inclusive. And this was the one time where they did that, and it was amazing. But I did feel sometimes like, am I supposed to be tipping? How much am I supposed to be tipping? Like, I'm not balling like that. You know what I'm like? I don't feel like
I won this trip.
yeah, like yo, I'm here. I was like telling the guys, like,
not
hey,
here.
wait, I won this.
I wasn't here a couple weeks ago. Like, I didn't
I'm so happy to be here, man.
I'm just happy to be here, baby. But dude, like the water in St. Thomas, fucking
Nice.
dude, like what is up with the water over here? And like it's just so dark over there. It's like a pool, man. It's beautiful.
Caribbean. It's Caribbean water.
Damn, bro, it's so
You're
nice.
talking about Atlantic versus Caribbean water. That's what it is.
It was ridiculous. It was nice, dude. It was.
Did you do any excursions?
I did one excursion. I was kayaking.
Mm-hmm.
They took us kayaking. Then we went and snorkel. So and that was the best because when I snorkel by myself, I'm a little scared of the water. But these dudes were taking us out there. We were out there, man.
Yeah.
You know, facing our fears.
Yeah.
But there's no waves, dude. There's no waves. And these guys are like, dude, there's a rock formation right here. There's no big animals.
No sharks.
No, we saw a lemon shark, but a small one, right? And he said, no big shark is going to come this way. It's just kind of like
Once they tell you like no shark is coming this way, it's like, all right, I'm good. Like it's a big swimming pool. Just because he told you something,
right? All the locals keep on telling you
Yeah.
like, but no, but like see, the locals told me that they won, and I was swimming with this like random individual from work, the one that I slandered the one time. He's gonna come to the podcast, by the way.
Great.
Villanueva. He's gonna come defend
We're
himself.
waiting for you, man. Seats right here.
We're waiting, but he's sort of like an adventurous guy, right? Or delusionally confident, whichever you want to say,
Sure.
right? So they won. He's like trying to swim like super far out, and I'm like, bitched out. I was like, nah, man, I'm good. So I came back. And then I was talking to the dude there that gives you the, like, they have a guy that gives you shit. Like, let me get a kayak. And they just give it to you. So I was like, dude, I bitched out, man. He was like, nah. He was like this, like, white guy. Like, yeah, no, bro, it's fine, man. There's no sharks around here, man. It's so fucking fine, man. Just go out there. It's good. Cool. Yeah. So and then I went to an excursion, and those two guys were the same. Like, dude, it's fine. We were like floating, like super further than I ever felt like I would ever feel comfortable floating in the ocean. Because I'm a bitch in the ocean, man. I didn't grow up around the ocean. You put me out there, I'm always thinking Jaws is gonna come get me. Of course,
always. And then you start looking down and say, "Damn, this is deep. Like, what if I need to escape? What's my escape route right now? What's my exit strategy?"
At one point, there was like 6 of us just floating in the middle of the, like it felt like the middle of the ocean. Like it was just so vulnerable. There's no way you can get out.
But you're in numbers. That's the way I see it.
I know.
I'd rather not be there. Like,
that one looks like it, that guy looks tasty.
Yeah, the guy's heavier. He'll take him.
But dude, it was good. It was amazing. I recommend it. I hate the plane drive. Like the plane ride there. I'm just not used to it. I don't do it enough. New record. I drank that whiskey at 6 a.m. in the morning, dude.
Calm the nerves.
Not even. Yeah, I was flipping out on my flight left at like 4 a.m.
Dang.
And at like 6 a.m.
You guys went with Nella?
No, Nella stayed here. But at 6 a.m., Stacy's parents came over and took care of her. But at 6 a.m., I went out there and I was like, I looked at the stewardess. I was like, or actually, stewardess is bad now, huh?
No, why?
Somebody told me you're not supposed to call them stewardess. It's supposed to be flight attendant.
Oh, gosh.
The nice lady.
All right.
Nice lady. The nice lady was sitting next to me because I was in the back of the plane. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm sorry, ma'am. Do you guys sell alcohol? She's like, we sell alcohol. And it was like, I'm just very nervous. It's like, why are you nervous? First time flying? I'm like, no, I've flown a lot before. I'm just still scared. So she like laughed and just she gave it to me for free.
What were you nervous or scared about?
Dude, I just feel like I'm going up. We're in the area. The thing is going 700 miles an hour. I know it's very unusual, but like it could fall off, right? And it'll be like I just imagine like the most horrible death. Like it's just like.
Did this happen with like the Kobe Bryant thing happen? Like,
well, yeah, exactly. Right after that,
you had that on your mind.
But he was in a helicopter. But it wasn't. But not. Yeah, that was in my mind. But I've always been scared. If you met my mom, you know why I'm like that, and you're surprised that I'm not more fucked up. But I'm always thinking like, when this thing if you are in a plane crash, you know that's probably like the most horrifying day.
I don't know if it's the most horrifying day. I mean, you're scared because you're dropping, but
you're like,
I don't think it's gonna be like I don't know how.
It's just like going
boom, but then lights out. The hardest part I think is going down. After that, what?
Yeah.
It's lights out.
And then once you hit, you're done. Yeah, but the way down,
be like a good way. You just get burned. It would be a bad way. Like September 11 when it happened, people jumping out of the like 150 floor, 109.
Yeah, that sucks too.
That was
either burn or jump. Oh my gosh!
Either imagine if you got to pick it, burn or jump.
Yeah, but somehow when I'm in a building, I don't think a plane might crash into this building. But when I'm in a plane, I feel like the plane may fall. But when I'm in a car, I'm not thinking I'm going to crash into anything. So I know it's an irrational fear, but
I mean the thing is, I've thought that before, and I'm just like, well, what's the point of thinking about it? Like, it's not going to do. It's not going to do anything. I mean, I have been on the flights where all of a sudden it just drops. Oh, no. Like, it seems like it drops heavy, like, woo.
No.
You're like, oh.
Those air holes.
No. Like, your stomach was, like, up here in your throat. Oh, God.
No, I'm very cool with that. Oh, my God. I was going to say something. Just came out of my mind.
Yeah, but.
Whenever I drink 3 whiskeys is the recipe. All of a sudden, I don't give a fuck. All of a sudden, I'm like, I hope this motherfucker falls. I hope it does. I don't give a fuck. I'm looking out the window and shit. But before that, like, I can't even look at the window, dude. I'm like, close the window.
No, okay.
Don't even show me.
I think that's worse.
Dude, and then they turn like this. Yeah. And it's like a huge incline or whatever, like a huge degree of turn because and I'm like pooping my pants, dude.
Well, you look at the percentage. I kind of like to see the percentage. Like, what's the percentage of like a plane going?
Oh,
yeah. I'd say when I still got
ridiculously low.
When I did start getting paranoid was those Max planes that they stopped running. You didn't hear about because they were.
Yeah, and that was only in the U.S. I saw an NPR special about that. There was a plane that was known for whatever reason just like drop the nose on autopilot, and it was very hard to correct and. They had an issue. most international aviation said we're not using that plane, but
they stopped using them, and then I guess
the U.S. kept on using it
for a little bit,
and then they fucking killed some people. Yeah, so it makes you wonder.
Right, we had a plane accident in Singapore.
Yeah,
from one of those
today. 150 people were in that plane.
No way.
I didn't know exactly what happened, but I was like at work and I saw the news. They were live. So
see, that's what I mean. They're like, but then again, like there was probably 100 billion accidents in a car today. So I know as an irrational fuel, it's very safe. If I did it more often, I probably wouldn't care as much. But the reality of things is, when I get on a plane right now, I don't like it. I do it. I not do it.
Well, how's Stacy? She's pretty calm.
Oh, she didn't give a fuck.
Good.
I'm flipping out. And then, of course, we're flying with a bunch of people from work, so they're all, like, realizing that I'm, like, scared. And they're, like, kind of like, you okay? And, like, laughing a little bit. And I'm just,
How many people went from work?
I think it was a total of 30 people.
Nice.
With their spouses.
30 plus their spouse.
Mm-hmm. So it was, 60.
Nice.
Like carry the two.
I
don't know for a fact, but it was more or less that.
Yeah.
No, it was a Turkish plane.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was nice, dude. Makes you want to do it again, but it's hard to do it. It makes me think you should plan one vacation. That's one thing that I learned is like, what that I took away from that is like, try to plan one nice vacation a year with your spouse. It was only 4 days, man. It was very short. But it was an experience of a lifetime.
All of a sudden, you're planning, and then boop, we're leaving tomorrow night. Or leaving tomorrow. Yeah. This is our last night. All right?
Yeah. It was nice, dude. It was very nice.
Yeah.
But,
man, talking about like scary things that happened, like, have you been scuba diving?
Oh, yeah.
Scuba? Like, the first time you go in there and you're like...
Have you guys scuba diving?
Yeah.
You went scuba diving?
Yeah.
We went last year. I've gone snorkeling.
The first time?
For the first
last
time
year?
Yeah, we did snorkeling a bunch of times. And then I love snorkeling, right? And then we're like, yeah, I want to go scuba diving.
Where'd you do snorkeling at?
Gosh.
Man, yeah, it was Roatan is an island Honduras owns it, but it's considered Caribbean water.
But it's clear.
Clear.
Oh, nice.
Clear. You can be on the boat looking down. You see all the way down. No sharks. Very cool. Very calm water. That was snorkeling there. Then we did some in Jamaica, and then we went. I think it was St. Croix, where we did scuba diving.
That's where St. Croix is where we were.
Yeah, St. Croix, St. Thomas.
St. Thomas, St. Croix. Yeah, that's what it is.
But when we went, man.
So where's this at? Like south, like Caribbean is like what?
Caribbean, it's actually just as far south as Colombia. That's why I didn't realize. Like you go way the fuck south.
Yeah, we went on a. Let me see. On this one was on a cruise, and but yeah, scuba diving was they did
when you first go down, like you grab that rope and you go with your instructor, like okay,
that's exactly what I was thinking when he was saying.
Let go on your mat.
Yeah,
let go. I don't want to let go.
No, you know what was happening. Yeah, so
wait, what happens?
They put an anchor down with a rope, and you're going.
And
down
you have that thing in your mouth.
You have the mouth, the air piece, right? Okay. And you have a tank in your back.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, okay, I've done this. On the fire department, I've done something similar to this, so I'm used to it. But I never did scuba diving.
So you go out and then
you go down. Before you go down, you have to take out your mask. You have to take off your air. Yeah. I forget what you call it. Air piece. That's in your mouth. You take it out. You have to drop it. You have to put your arm out, and then you got to bring it around.
Hit your leg.
Yeah, bring it around, hit your leg, and then bring it back up because they want to make sure if it falls off, you'll be able to find it.
Oh, take it off.
Take it off.
Take it off.
So you're supposed to take it off. So I take it off, and I put my arm down and come back, and then you have to breathe out. I think you have to push out air before you breathe in again to clear the mask. I think to clear the air piece. Man, but for some reason I was like underwater, and I was like, and he's like, you're not doing. He's like, he's giving you like signs underwater, right? He's like, no, you're not doing it. He's like, look, eyes on me. He's like, this. He's like, drop it. This, and this. And the guy was like getting like, I felt like he was getting mad at me because I wasn't doing it right. I'm like, and you can't talk in their water. Say, I'm trying to, right? So you're like, all right, thumbs up.
Like, bitch, I got this.
Yeah. So I do it again. I go like this, and then he's like, he grabs my arm, he puts it on my waist, and brings it up again. I say, all right, go.
You're probably going like this.
And this time, I'm like, And I could not, dude. I could not breathe out. I was trying so hard. I could not breathe air out to clear the mask, the airpiece.
That didn't happen to me.
So I was gonna drink all this water. So I'm trying to clear. I could not do it. And I was like starting to panic, like shit. I gotta go up, like, but you're underwater. Somehow I don't know how. I like cleared it, put it back in, cleared the mask on the top.
Yeah, they teach you like you have to pass like three tests, I think. So you have a mask. So what happens if your mask gets water under the water?
Right, how do you clear the water?
So they teach you these things like you got to press on the mask and then you got to blow from your nose and like kind of like look down and then look up. And,
oh yeah, that's right.
And then the equalizer, because the deeper you swim, the more pressure you feel on your ears.
You have to clear.
So you have to like, you know, press your nose and just like
blow air out.
Try to blow air so you equalize.
Yeah.
But that thing didn't work for me. My ears were hurting so
Really?
bad. Yeah.
Oh,
I was
doing that all the time.
Yeah, I was like,
dude. And then we finally, it was like, all right, good. We're going down. I finally touched down. And I look up, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what did we get ourselves into?" Like,
how do I get out?
Like for us, it was deep as shit. But for for the scuba divers, this is like beginners. But the boat was up there. I'm just like,
oh, you're in the ocean.
You're touching the floor of the ocean. Like I'm looking down, I'm on the sand.
Oh my God.
And I look up, the boat is up there.
You learn in the ocean. That's the first time you do it in the ocean.
Well, on the way, it's like 40 minutes out to get out there. So on the way out there, it's loud. There's boom, boom. The boat's moving. They're giving you this like quick lesson. Like by no means are you going to be certified scuba divers after this. We're just giving you this lesson to make sure you can do it. And that was like the lesson on the way up there. So
yeah, you have to pass those.
Oh my God,
dude! Yeah,
but it gets very scary. Like once you're there, because the first time you go down, it's like, okay, you're in the middle, like you look up and you're like, if I take this mask out of my mouth,
done.
Like I'm not gonna have any air,
and not only that,
and I'm not gonna be able to swim back because that thing weighs so much. Like
you're gonna have to take it off in a buckle, and then weights. They have weights to keep you down, so you'd have to like try to unbuckle that while holding your breath and try not to panic. And then the thing is, you can't go up so fast.
Try not to panic.
You can't go up so fast because your ears. You're trying to clear the pressure at the same time. Wow.
I don't think I want to do that.
No, but dude, it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was good though. It was good.
Once you do it, you're happy.
Once you get to enjoy it.
Dude,
no, it was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I would do if I was in a group, and that's all I had to do.
The thing is,
I wouldn't sign up for it.
You know, I was nervous for my wife. I was nervous for Laura. I was like, but she went. She was like, she got it like good.
Yeah.
I was like,
She
all
was
right,
like,
good.
How was it? You came over there. Like, it was good. You should try it. Definitely try it.
No. We
You
were
know
both
what?
underwater at the same time.
Oh, when you guys went to the test?
I was with one instructor. She was with another one.
Okay.
As we're going down, but she got it. Good. I was like nervous for her.
She wasn't
like,
thinking so much about us, probably.
Well, I think her instructor. I think normal. They know people kind of panic. They know people.
Or women that might find probably more.
You know what it is? It feels like I'm claustrophobic, and it feels like kind of like claustrophobic.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
yeah.
you're just like you're
You
panicking.
can't get out,
dude. The thing was, I couldn't get air to clear. You have to clear the mask. I could not blow air out of my nose. And also like when you're panicking, you're not really thinking. You can't just like.
You get nervous.
So I finally was able to clear. I was like, all right, gosh, thank God. And then you just take a leap of faith and you breathe in, hoping you're going to get air and not water. And
you got air.
And you got air like, all right, good, I'm good. And the thing is, the faster you breathe, like the faster you kill the tank of oxygen. So it's more like slow, long.
What you could run out of a tank?
You're not going to be out there supposedly like, let's say the tank is for like 45 minutes and you're down there for like 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
So you could breathe out as much as you want.
So you can breathe much, but the thing is, I want to risk it. And, and I'm like, why would I? Yeah, just long, just slow, calm breaths.
Well, the instructor came a couple of times, kind of checks your
they constantly checking your
so they're gonna
pressure.
They were so used to it that the people is there. It's like the guy was swimming like backwards, looking at everybody that was swimming next to the reefs. Is that how you call them?
The reef, yeah.
The reefs, yeah.
And the coral.
Where'd you do it?
In Maui. I did it in Maui and I
nice.
did it in Key West, Florida.
Wow.
So
See, it'll be good.
I didn't even think of that.
Dude, you know what I was thinking? And I think there was sharks. I think there was sharks. But they said they're not going to do anything to you. Of course, they're like, I'm going to be lying if I tell you there's no sharks. I'm like, dude, that's not what I'm trying to hear. But he said, look, if you see some, you're not going to, they're more scared of you than you are of them.
Well, see, what they said in St. Thomas is that, because we were sort of like, we were sort of like in one of these, dude, like in one of these caves, where like there's rocks here, and you're like in here. There was no waves either. I didn't see not one wave. It was all pretty tamed. So,
but yeah, in the middle, like it was no way. But they said they have like, how do you call those? Like flows of water under the water. They kind of check that too if there is a flow of water, because you can have
a current,
like a strong current. So we went to this place first. They were like, no, the current is too strong here.
Wow.
So on the top might look nice, but the currents on the bottom might be strong, and they might just, I don't know, it's like a wind under the water. The current that would just take you from one place to another place. It's like
Turquoise Bay.
Yeah, we were here in the Ritz, and see, this was all like, you don't get any waves in there for some reason. I don't know what it is, but you don't. It was just chill. Dude. It was just so chill. But dude, I mean, this guy that came with us, he did his own excursion, and he went to a place where they put like a scuba, but it was like the old school scuba diving, like.
Oh, with
like that, like a head.
That's like a submarine. They call them like a one-person submarine.
So they put that on his head, and then they hold onto this tube, and they just kind of.
Oh, we wanted to do that.
And
it's like an underground scooter thing.
Yeah. So
how deep they go? Because
I have no idea. I mean, I was thinking
those sell out quick,
bro. I was thinking I don't even want to, because most of the people that came with us, there's the options were do a spa, like at the hotel. So just going to get a massage. Most people went for that because they're just like, I want to go do the spa, get relaxed, and then go to the beach and hang out. But dude, like the drinks there were like fucking expensive as hell. I'm not trying to go hang out.
How
at the beach.
much were the drinks?
It was like $20 a drink.
A drink.
Yeah, a bucket of beer was like $30-something. So that was.
I got my own beer.
No, you can't take your own beer.
Nah, but they gave us some money to spend, but that money went
real quick.
On tip.
But so also I wanted to experience the island. I'm so glad I did that. But like even then I was like, bro, like I don't know where they're gonna take me. I'm a little like, you know, like the last thing I was thinking is like, let me find my own excursion where I'm gonna go scuba diving. But maybe I should have had this conversation with you guys first, because that sounds like an experience of a lifetime.
But sometimes, like, I mean, it just depends. And I think that's the thing when people go out, like I think a lot of people take advantage of tourists that go out there, and because we've tried to do our own excursions outside of like the hotel or the resort, or whatever. But sometimes you don't know, and they're shady, or they'd say, "Oh, we're going to take you to this so place to give you some." Beat up, used gear, used equipment. They charge you like normal prices, and then they want you to tip. And it's like, it's just like, what is this? Some bootleg fucking goggles that don't even work. And this is like a snorkeling experience that we're going to some underground, like sunken ship. This is bullshit. Like this is whack. You know, and they charge you X amount of money. So that like the hotel is like, all right, these are like qualified vendors that we work with. So.
Yeah, it was a
you know,
there was a group that set up the whole team. Not even the hotel, but like there was people in the hotel that set the whole thing up.
Yeah.
And
so I think it's a good experience, both of them. You know.
Yeah, I guess you can do some like look on YouTube, like YouTubers that went to that place.
Oh yeah.
They kind of go out, and then you get some experience or some feedback from them.
Figure out from there.
Yeah, because you don't really know who's who. You know.
Well, this dude that we came with. Same guy that's gonna come here, the slandering guy, right? He went and emailed and rented a motorcycle, and he was riding that thing around. He's like, "Yo, you want to ride it?" And I was like, I was tempted to do it because I could do it, but then like I don't want to be fucking on the side of the road like I fell. Oh, and they're right on the left side over there too.
Oh yeah.
There's like the up, you know, like I was like, no, I'm not doing that. But that would have been cool just to take a stroll on that. There was not a whole lot of time, man, but it was great, man. I definitely want to come back, but definitely not gonna stay at that hotel on my own buck.
I think that's why like a lot of people would like the cruise options.
Oh yeah,
and there's so many different types of cruises.
See, what I was thinking is like I want to enjoy this water. Like I want to make sure that I am in the water as much as possible because you don't see that shit over here. Mm-hmm. The water in North Carolina is so shitty, man.
Well, I mean, it's if you think it's Atlantic.
Dark.
I mean. Atlantic water versus Caribbean, I mean, there's no comparison.
I don't know why that is, but it's just fucking disgusting. But no, dude, definitely want to come back on my. But
Man,
look,
I was
it's-
doing snorkeling by myself, like in simply like Maui, and I just went into a beach, like a nice beach there, and I was just snorkeling. The water is very clear, and at this point, I was like, okay, I'm very close to the beach. So, and I started swimming. It's like, and I look down, and I'm like, okay, I can stand here, you know. So I took my shoes out. How do you say those frog feet? I don't know. How do you call it?
flippers, yeah.
I take the flippers
Oh
off.
yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so I started swimming like, crap, I'm still far away. This is deep as fuck still, man. I was like, I almost drowned myself over there, man. Because I thought I was like way closer, man. You know, like
Oh,
you
but the
can
thing
swim so
is-
much.
But it's not deep.
No, it was deep. It was deep. I thought it wasn't deep, but I was close to the beach and it was super deep.
How did you get out there to begin with? On your own?
Yeah, on my own.
You know the crazy
there
part
were
is-
there were more people doing it.
Sometimes they have these like you're walking a shallow, and then all of a sudden
Yeah, it goes kind
it
of down.
dips really deep.
But I think
Have you seen that?
the
Yeah,
goggles
do
gonna
that.
play like a trick on me, like because sometimes you feel like they have like a zoom, so you're like, okay, I
yeah.
can kind of like, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm good, man. I grabbed those flippers, I put them on my hand and started like swimming like that. I got tired, man. I got a cramp. I was like,
Bro, there's fucking great white sharks in Hawaii.
Oh hell yeah!
There is
In
no
Hawaii,
there's no
the-
protection.
And
I don't-
Florida, I mean,
Yeah,
Florida
fuck
and Hawaii.
that.
Yeah, I don't know. No, but have you seen that? You see some pictures like you're shallow, then all of a sudden it dips down to like a black hole.
Oh hell no.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
I mean, I'm not
the ocean, man. Is
I mean, you can't pretend that you grew up. There's people that grew up in the ocean. They've been around boats all their lives. Their dads took them with their kids. Just like you're taking your son now to ski. He's going to be very familiar with the skiing and all that stuff. Dude, I was not. I got to be okay in tune with that shit. The minute that I think that I got this figured out, I don't know how that works.
yeah. I mean, it's
That's why when I was with the locals, I was like, all right, cool. I'm fine. I feel comfortable. When like we have a guide or whatever. But if
Right.
I'm out there just pretending that I fucking know this, that's how you get eaten.
that's how people.
That's how you
yeah.
get sucked off.
sucked off.
That's how you get sucked right off. And I was looking to get sucked off. Didn't happen for me.
Good thing you're the locals.
Yeah. But then I had
man,
to
when
go-
you go to these places, like you see so many people trying different type of sports, different type of things. You're like, what the heck I'm doing in Raleigh, man?
Oh,
Look
man.
at these people.
It's a
like
whole other world out
they-
there.
It is like you see like the locals. I guess like how do you go to things like it's like a parachute, and
Parasailing.
and they're like, oh my god, see a bunch of people doing that stuff.
Yeah,
or
but
doing
it's
that.
like kind of like going to a restaurant and like it's so nice here, but the guy's working. You know, it's not. The
No,
same.
but I mean, there's people who are doing them. Not everybody's working there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's some people
Yeah.
that have like go and they've retired and they're in the Virgin Islands doing excursions. That's what they.
Well,
you know.
the guy that did the kayaking, he's from St. Thomas, and I told him while I was there, he's like, "Oh yeah, I actually for a long time he spoke perfect English, but I think most people there speak English. I don't know, but some of them have some sort of accent. He didn't, and he was from St. Thomas, and he lived in the mainland and sold insurance and worked at a Waffle House. He managed a Waffle House or IHOP, one of those two, and so he left fucking paradise to go sell insurance and do that. And he said, "Fuck it." I came back. I kept on coming back one day a year, and one day I was like, "What am I doing?" And he just came back, and now he's doing this, dude. And you know, like his job was to show us around, to like snorkel around, like kayak, take pictures. You know, like what are you doing? Like, can you imagine like managing a Waffle House or something like that, dude? I'm sure it was good money, but fuck, dude, it's greasy as hell.
and
tired.
that's who he was doing that on the mainland.
Yeah, he went to the mainland to for a while, for a few years. Yeah,
Gotcha.
because I'm sure they're technically American citizens, just like Puerto Ricans are. They can do that if they want
Right.
to. Have you been to Puerto Rico before? Is it the same over there? Is the water nice like that?
The Puerto Rico was nice. Yeah, it was real nice. You know, like one thing I noticed about Puerto Rico was
is that like Snake Island? That was it's nice. Like
what do you mean? It was what?
Snake Island, maybe or Snake something.
Puerto Rico?
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never been.
That's supposed to be like very clear water.
Oh, there's an island called Snake Island.
I think.
But I was saying, like in Puerto Rico, one thing I noticed is like a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. It's like very island life, and I remember like people were going out like on a Thursday, and it was like little kids, adults, like parents, and like even grandparents, and they were all out there just kind of like partying, you know. And they had like live like bars had music, and people were outside dancing, like super lively and
like El Viejo San Juan.
Yeah, but not even only in San Juan, like just in general, people were going out like partying and.
You know, people talk mad shit about Puerto Ricans saying that they're lazy or whatever, but it's
not
even that. It's not even that. Is that you can't? They're not under the hypnosis. Thank you, hypnosis of this like society, man. You cannot get them to give a fuck. You cannot give somebody. It's impossible to get somebody that lives that kind of lifestyle out there and just chilling to just like all of a sudden like, hey. You know what you need to do, bro, is you need to really buckle down and work 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and just be inside this building.
Right. That ain't gonna...
You can't get these fucking people to give a flying fuck about that. You can't. I mean...
No, but there's people... There's companies... Like, there's people that they do that stuff, though. Like, I know it seems like, it's not all Puerto Rico like that.
No, I know. I'm not. I mean, but I'm saying like
that's a small percentage.
That was in St. Thomas. My instructor and Laura's.
Oh, nice.
But
that instructor looks like a G.I. Joe.
We're Americans. I mean, this guy I think was from New York.
That was in St. Thomas.
Yeah,
you went to St. Thomas.
St. Thomas, right there.
Damn.
Those were the scuba instructors I was telling you about.
Oh yeah, there's tons of people. That was one thing I didn't have to speak. I didn't feel like any. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what is the language to speak there? But like, you could tell there was locals and there was people. Like one of the guides was from Ohio.
The guides from Ohio.
One was from St. Thomas, the one that lived in the main line and managed the Waffle House, and the other guy was just from Ohio that moved out there. I didn't really ask him much, but you know, he was like, "Fuck it, I'm just staying here. Why not?"
That was El Crucero.
God damn,
they
dude,
like
that's
a mall, dude.
House, dude.
A house. That's a mall, dude.
Look, building.
There's look, that's the people up top.
It looks like a.
How is that?
Like an
how
hotel,
is that possible? How is this floating around? Those fucking things are ridiculous.
Like 30 floors or something.
God dang! And this is so you went to St. Thomas in that thing?
Yeah, I went to. Yeah.
Fucking A, dude! I can't imagine.
Dude, how far that thing travels? You know?
How far?
Yeah. How fast?
I don't know how. I mean, it didn't feel very
fast.
You don't even
feel moving.
No, you don't feel moving.
You feel like you're just.
Yeah, I mean, they have. I mean, they got freaking.
So it
was like one of the slides that they have on there.
So you travel a good bit, like the last few years, right?
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing that's happened to you in like any of these foreign countries? Has anybody tried to touch you?
Touch me?
In a good or bad way?
Man, hold on. I'm pulling up pictures here of Puerto Rico. Craziest thing that nothing too crazy. I mean,
nobody's ever gotten pissed
good.
off. Nobody tried to steal from you, pissed off at you.
No. I mean, like I said, sometimes like I felt like you're not really sure who's. I feel like se aprovechan. You know, like we've been to Panama, and just being. I feel certain cultures, Latin culture. When somebody
you can tell that they got dollars.
Or some people try to aprovecharse. They try to take advantage, and they know they're Americans coming, and they try to take advantage of the people there. So,
dude, when I went back to Colombia the first time, after 15 years or 16 years of not going to Colombia, I go because my dog was having an issue, and they wanted so much money here, and I didn't have a lot of money at the time because I had just gone through some shit, and as soon as I got to the airport. Like, I already paid all the fees for the dog and all that shit. And as soon as I got there, they put me inside. They put my bags aside and took me to this little office. And it's like, hey, the dog, we're gonna need 170,000 pesos, which is like $70, for it to like get in here. And I could tell it was like a fucking scam, dude. Like this guy's gonna pay.
You were like, we didn't tell your parents. And I dog there.
Well, and I ended up giving the guy the money, dude. But it was a government official, bro.
Yeah.
A government I'm kind of like, you need to hook me up with some money. And like, it was like this whole setup. Like they thought I was going to be like, nah, man. Like they even like they had it all set up. And I was like super compliant. Like, dude,
they were like, that was easy.
Yeah, you could tell it was like that. You could tell it was like, oh, okay. But dude, I was like stressed out. The dog is like shitting his brains out. Like it was a horrible situation. I was like, yeah, dude, whatever. Here's the $70, dude. Fuck it. But yeah, dude, they take advantage of you when they know. They're like, they think you got more money, but it's not necessarily the way. It's not true,
Right.
but they think that you do.
We went to Peru a couple years ago, and with a friend and G and my brother-in-law. And so we're there. We went to like a Brazilian, like it was like a Brazilian little. They do like tapas, little small appetizers and drinks, and you know people are partying, whatever. So we went to go eat there, and then you could, you know, we had a couple of drinks, got some food, and then you could tell like the bartender, like the server was charging us something. Well, I didn't realize. G realized, the one who realized they were charging us one thing, but they were charging us extra basically. And he didn't, or no, he was charging us what it was. He just didn't have it on the ticket. So he charged us, for example, 3 caipirinhas. We had 9. So he was charging us 9 caipirinhas on the ticket. He only had 3.
I was just taking.
He was pocketing the extra 6, for example.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And I didn't notice. G noticed. I don't know. I mean,
So what'd you do?
Nothing. Towards the end, I mean, we paid him, and I think I don't know. We paid him, and I didn't really notice that, but G noticed. I remember that. And then, so we left that place, and we go to this little placita where they have different bars and whatever. So we go kind of hang out, check out some bars and some clubs, and all right. And we leave, and you didn't think anything of it. The next day, we meet up with Luis's girlfriend, other friend's girlfriend. He's like, oh, yeah, you guys are, how was it last night? Oh, we went to this place. He's like, you guys went there by yourselves? She's like, yeah, why? Oh, man, that place is bad. There's like they know there's a lot of tourists over there, and what the girls do, the girls go and put roofies in the guys' drinks to take them home.
And
all right,
fuck the shit out of you.
No, and then they
rob them. Oh my
them.
god, let's go back.
And then they rob them. And the problem was like, yeah, it's been on the news because what the problem is, these girls see like a bigger guy and they roofie him like even more, and they end up overdosing and killing the guy. So the guy goes on vacation, goes there, goes out, thinks he's hooking up with this girl. She kills him. She robs him. They find him dead in the hotel the next day. How crazy is that?
That's crazy, man. I'm pretty sure the guy would be. How
and
much
I was
money
like,
you want?
I was like,
do they at least do something to the guy or no? They just rob him.
They rob him. I mean, they roofie him.
They're not even like finish him off. No.
I don't know.
Nothing.
Who knows?
Like in between.
They take the cash and run.
Damn.
At least give him a service, right? I mean,
like at least like
a decent.
I mean, he's falling asleep. At least something.
I'm not a bitch. I'm not gonna do that.
Dude, I hate to generalize, but Brazilian women tend to be. I've noticed they're a little bit out there, man, like cuckoo.
Really?
No offense to all the Brazilian ladies that listen to this podcast, but it's just like it's got to be a weird place, Brazil. I've never been, man.
Never been. I want to go.
It's just this is not Brazil. Colombia, man. Colombia is becoming more and more touristy, dude. People go to tourist all the time, and the money goes a long ass way.
That's the good thing.
Dude, you are rich immediately.
Once you just land,
yeah, you got $2. You got like 2 million pesos.
Yeah, exactly. No, but the real thing is it becomes $3, right?
Mm.
So most of the services are just so fucking cheap, dude. Yeah. You could get like go out and eat lunch and it's all local and stuff like that. It's like $3.
Mm-hmm.
But then
it's all like made from scratch. The thing is, when you travel, you see, man, the food is so good.
Oh, dude, it's like a lot of plenty. I'm from Colombia, but I didn't know when I went on vacation. I vacation in the land that I'm from because that's the kind of life I live. But there's a lot of plantain, a lot of avocado. Everything's fried plantain. There's just an abundance of plantain.
Or like tostones.
Tostones, like gorditas, which is like tostones, but like filled with pork. Mm-hmm. Chicharrón, which I don't know what is chicharrón in English? It's like pork belly.
It's like pork rinds, but no.
It's meatier.
But it's not the fat. It's like the meat.
It's the meat, but like around the fat. Chicharrón is
like
fucking
it's
good,
like
man.
Pork butt or pork shoulder, like. And then cut up in cubes, and then it's fried with a little bit of fat on there. But then you got the meat.
Is that when you get a bandeja paisa? They got it right there. They got a little piece.
So bandeja paisa is for one specific area. Yeah, but you get chicharrones in there. Yeah. Bandeja paisa is from Medellin, so I'm not from there. We didn't have bandeja paisas growing up, but you know what it is. But that wasn't my thing. You gotta be from Medellin to be a paisa. Mm-hmm. I'm from Cali. I'm Bajuno is what they call him. Bayuno. Porque es el Valle del Cauca. So, Valle Caucano, Bayuno.
Y Cauca es...
That's the name of the state, right? So Cali is in El Valle del Cauca, which is like the state, and then Valle Caucano be like what you call them, like, you know,
Right.
like guys North Carolinian, you'd be like Valle Caucano. But the short term is Vajuno. I don't know why they call paisas, but the people from Medellin, Pereira, that area over there is they call them paisas.
Yes, that's the bandeja paisa.
Paisita. So, yeah, the
So
Colombian
bandeja paisa is the
rice.
flag of the paisa.
Yeah, is what they,
It's
yeah,
a
but
plate.
it's,
It's
but
a
a lot of
typical plate.
but when you hear Colombian food, a lot of times first thing you hear is bandeja paisa,
Yeah.
which is it's a strange combination, but it's fucking delicious. It's beans, I think pork rinds or like chicharrón,
Sauces,
eggs,
you got everything.
eggs and rice,
Eggs over easy.
and
Ham,
tostones.
Rice, tostones, and there's some chicken and steak, no?
I don't even know,
Yeah,
but
they
It's like a
everything.
bunch of meat. It's like a
the main
sampler.
the main combination is the eggs and the beans, and then I think
And
there's
the chicharrón.
variations from there.
Yeah. The eggs, the beans, chicharrón, and the tostones are staple.
But it's,
And then I think they put chicken and then like a little thin piece of
and
churrasco,
now when they
like
have
steak.
paisa, can be a breakfast item. Which,
Yeah.
you know, that's another thing here. Like, you know, breakfast is very specific. Like, I
Yeah.
can't get my wife to eat anything other than breakfast food in the morning.
Mhm.
I'll eat a piece of fucking steak in the morning, dude. I don't care. It doesn't have to be that.
Man, I can't even eat.
You can't even eat.
I noticed that when I went to Panama, they had like it was kind of like recalentado, like
Yeah.
rice, beans, meat. I mean, it was heavy. It was definitely heavy in the morning. And then they got a lot of like fresh fruit juices. Like
What time in the morning?
I mean, the morning, 8 a.m. And when breakfast
Man,
starts.
when I go to vacation, I'll probably get out of the hotel like around 11.
Yeah, no, I think
Wait,
so.
I was like, let me sleep.
Wasted time, dude. You went there to
It depends what
sleep.
you're doing the night before, right?
Yeah, but that, yeah, then the day
Because
ends
sometimes
like
you
around
wanna-
2 a.m.
But you know this guy doesn't
Yeah.
party like that.
I don't know. I mean, you never know.
Party like you drink and party like that?
No, man. When I'm in vacation, I probably stay up, like just walking,
Just hanging
around,
out,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but I mean, it just depends on what you got going on in the morning. But, anyways, I noticed that a lot. A lot of fresh fruit juices, like a lot of exotic fruits
Organic
that you
shit.
don't find here.
So there's more
Like
carbs too,
passion
because
fruit.
I was thinking, like, you know, I'm gonna get fatter in Colombia because of the carbs, but like you do, but at the same time, it's like all natural shit.
Less processed. And it seems like you're more active over there, right? You're moving a lot more.
Well, there's no AC either, bro. Like, I don't know how much that accounts for shit, but like, it's not fucking hot as balls.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like 100 degrees. It's like, I would say it's like a comfortable like 76 to 70,
yeah,
76
But with
to
the
80.
visa.
it's just that the construction over there is made of concrete.
Yeah, because it never gets
Yeah,
cold.
so it stays
that
cool.
helps a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no AC, so you're always like a
You
little
got a
bit
fan
sweating.
going on. Yeah.
Like
That's true.
the
Like you always
floor
want to
is
shower
like
in the morning
slab.
and at night, right?
Yeah.
On the floor, you got a slab, and then you got tile, so that keeps
Yeah.
the house cool.
And then cinder block.
But you're like,
Yeah.
you're always like, your metabolism has to be engaged or something, dude.
Yeah. that's
Like
true.
the mall is open, dude. Dude, I was eating. My God, dude, they have this mall, right? Chipichape is like completely open in Cali. There's no roof or whatever,
I
right?
love that, man.
And then they have a steak place. I don't know why that's not a thing here. I
I've
had
seen
never
that at the
figured
food
it out.
court.
At the food court, a steak, dude, they have a huge grill, and they just flinging steaks, and they're
Yeah.
cheap as fucking. Or you just get a big old piece of steak, and I tried to take a picture of it, and the guy was like, "No, you can take pictures. Like, I don't want you to take my." I don't know what he thought I was gonna take his idea, but it's over there. You can get like steaks on the fly, like
The combo plate.
like
You
to
got,
go, like
yeah.
fast food steaks. And then they had like this screeching sound because they had like this pretend, like, because there's so many birds, so they had like
Oh, to scare the birds away.
to scare the birds. They had like this noise, like "Hey!" Like it was constant. I was like, this is fucking annoying, dude. But I was like, that's the way they. Oh, dude, I never forget. I had to take it. So, you know, we eat the steak. We eat, you know, it kind of marinates in you. My mom is like showing me some pants or whatever. Like things that are like either very fancy. Like you buy clothes over there and they, the pants, they don't have any length because they are going to tailor it for you in almost every spot. Right. So I'm like over here looking at, and I had to take a shit so bad, bro. And I was like, oh, I'm gone. Dude. Like none of the seats at the none of the toilet seats are gone.
No, none of them have seats.
No, yeah, like there's no toilet seats. It's just the straight up like
The bowl.
I don't know what kind of situation happens over there. They're like vandalizing all the bowl.
Same thing in
But not
Mexico.
even the covers. It's just like there's
It's
no
just a
toilet
bowl.
seat.
Yeah.
So
It's
you
just a
stand
straight-
up on this. So you put
You
your
gotta
foot
squat
on
down.
the toilet seat and you squat down.
Yeah, you can't even try to sit down. You can't even attempt to sit down because you go
No,
right
no.
in the water.
You put your feet on the toilet.
I didn't even think of that technique.
In
That's
Asia.
a good
And you
idea.
just-
Asia, in
and you
Asia.
just- and you just squat.
That's a
man.
good technique, but that could go
No,
terribly
no,
wrong
no.
if you
If
slip.
If you slip.
Oh,
Fuck this. No, I sort of did the hovering technique. Engage the quads,
yeah.
float over it, and just destroy it.
Let it rip.
I had a panic. I remember.
Man, they gotta
I'll-
create like a
And you
portable.
got to pay for toilet paper.
But,
Oh, I didn't have to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Where was this?
Everywhere I mean, Mexico,
Pay?
So I seen
Central
you see-
America. Dude, you got to pay for the bathroom. You got to pay. You know, it wasn't like that in Colombia.
No,
I think in
no.
Panama, some places like that.
Well, maybe it's
not.
because I mean, I'm sure there's areas, but I was
That,
like
man,
in a
at the
mall.
At the mall, no. But other places like little plazas and places like that, little shops.
You go to like a local restaurant, maybe.
Local restaurant, you're good. You don't have to pay.
Okay.
But other places that are out like to the public, kind of like malls, but they're like placitas. You know, kind of like open markets, I guess. And there, you got to go to the bathroom. No seat bowl. I mean, it's just the bowl of the toilet. No seat cover. You got to pay to go in, and then you got to pay for your. Well, when you pay, they give you like a toilet paper and
Like,
something.
yo, I want to pay, but I don't need toilet paper.
I say, well, all right, don't
Like,
take
what are
it.
you
Well,
gonna do in there? Like, you charge me less?
trust me, they don't
No.
care what you do in there. They could
Dude,
care
you
less.
know another thing that was strange, because labor must be so cheap, dude. Every fucking store we went in, there was like a gazillion people working there. Like, they did not give a fuck how many people worked in there. Like, people are like,
sure.
get you shit. Like, if you're in the
Like what on a what?
like
type
if
of
you go
store?
buy a shirt, right?
Okay.
Super. They had like really nice boutiques, by the way, like shit that you can't even find here.
Right.
Like super exclusive boutiques that they make. Like the designer is a Colombian designer, and you know, super expensive for Colombians, but for you it's sort of affordable. But you're still looking at $30 shirts. But for them, it's a $90 shirt because it's
Yeah.
3 times as much. So for you, it's I can do it, you know. But it's like handmade and like design or whatever. But in that boutique, there's like a fucking shit ton of people working. So you are never just browsing, dude. You're never
You're
just
always-
browsing the sales section. No, it's just like always somebody like next to you. Or like if you go change, like you're changing and they're like, "Do you want me to get you something else?" And they're like right there. It's super awkward. It's a
So-
whole different shopping experience.
So I got like this bag from this Colombian friend, and so she bought me a bag. It's like a Vélez bag.
Oh, I got that.
And so she
Leather.
gave me like a so then I start hanging out with this other Colombian girl, and she goes to Colombia, and I'm like, let me get a Vélez
Vélez
book bag. And she's like, okay, I get you a Vélez book bag. It's like she didn't know it was gonna be that expensive. I get it for you. Man, that thing was like $250, $300.
Dollars?
Yeah, dollars.
Well,
man.
here's the thing, dude. They're doing now in Colombia is they're getting like an Italian-made purse or an Italian-made shoe, and the leather in Colombia is way cheaper, and they have people that know how to do it. And Bellas is like the mainstream, right? Like that's like the you find Bellas at the mall. I have a Bellas bag that is leather made, is all like straight up leather. Try to buy that here.
Yeah,
Try to
we-
buy a
we-
fully leather bag here. That's like a $600, $1,000 bag.
Mm-hmm.
This is all like kind of like bootleg Italian like remade. There's like a Beckett Simone that makes his shoes, and I saw it on a Kickstarter on the Shive, and I bought him. I was like, dude, these shoes are fucking awesome. Like, and the whole concept of it is like Italian made shoe, $700 pair of shoe, but we're bootlegging and making it different, and it's still leather, whatever. When I got the shoes, inside it was like made in Colombia. I was like, I couldn't fucking believe it, dude. My mom's trying to get me to hook up with this guy to make the bags, and we're trying to figure out how we can make that work.
How are the shoes?
Because you can, the shoes are. I still have them. I wear them all the time.
Good?
I fucking awesome. I love them.
Really?
I'll show them to you next time. They're like legit leather and like wood, and the bottom is like what you would pay, what you would like get like for more, like maybe $400, $500 here. I
Wow.
bought it for $99. Now
But the
that
good
that
thing about
company.
those shoes, like you can get them fixed. They can change
Right.
the bottom. They can do things.
Dude,
Dude,
a tune-up
remind,
on 'em.
remind, show him the Bellas bag. Remember to show the Bellas bag. That Bellas is mainstream. What I'm saying is like I could go to Colombia and my mom is getting me to hook up with like the dude in the neighborhood that makes it. You know,
Mm-hmm. By hand.
by hand. But the problem is I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna come and try to sell that here. Like who would buy it and like how do they know it's good? Because yeah, like you said, like that bag that I have is still $100, so it's not cheap here. So you'd have to be able to say, you have to understand that would be way more here. Like if I'm making something from the straight up leather, and the guy would make him for even cheaper if you got him the leather. But but then I don't know how to get leather. And Colombia, the steak is cheaper for some reason.
Yeah, that's the thing I don't get. I don't know.
Like, because it's cattle is cheaper over here. Like there's a saying, even like when the check is too expensive, like who ordered chicken? That's why you say like if you get a bill, like if you get the check and it's like way too expensive, it's like who ordered chicken?
Wow. Because
it's like chicken's more expensive. So I don't know what the situation is over there, but you can get some like really cool leather shit. I bought those boots, bro, that over here would have been easy $300. I paid like $80 over there. But yeah, I mean they're still gonna be expensive. They're not like giving them away, you know?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I would like to find, like I don't know, like, going to these places and find somebody that makes them, like...
We got one.
And I don't care if he's a brand, I don't care if he's Bellis, but I just want somebody just to make it, like, especially for me. That would be nice.
So my mom...
T-shirts, shirt, like, whatever, you know?
My mom's friend has a boutique, and she has the guy that makes it, and they know, dude. Like, the other day, I called my mom, and she was, like, in some weird neighborhood getting some shoes made. We have the people. It's just a matter.
I think that would be kind of cool thing to have, you know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out.
Adidas shoes that everybody has, you know. So
right.
I got this one.
I have to figure out how to make that into like a.
Is this only one person that makes them?
No, there's probably more than one, but the one that we have a connection with, and she has a shoe person, and she has a bag person that we could, and like. I'm trying to figure out how to make that happen. Like next time we go to Colombia, that's the plan, right? Like it's so hard to do it from far away, you know.
Well, the thing is, like, you have to build your own brand. Let's say you got the guy. So then you have to kind of, like, advertise it really good, I guess.
Promote it as your own brand.
I would, so you like, name it Boner Bags.
Right. So everybody...
So that would definitely sell.
If you've ever had a boner, this one's for you.
Have you ever have you had a boner recently? Or, like, flash boner or, like, random boner?
What's
yeah, I was telling...
the name of the
yo, do you
bag?
guys... Weird change of subjects, but do you guys get... I'm 33 years old. I still get random boners when I'm sitting down. And then, like, somebody calls me and it's embarrassing. Does that happen to you guys?
I mean, I think that's...
No, it doesn't happen to everybody.
I have a boner right now.
I can't stand up right now.
No, I thought it was a thing, and I was talking to my friend the other day. It's like, dude, that doesn't happen to me since I was in, like,
high school.
10th grade. I'm like, dude, that still happens to me. Like, I'm in the car on the way to work, and I get sleepy, and then I get a boner, and I can't get out of the car. I gotta wait.
That's how much you're not circumcised.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you're more sensitive.
Is that what it is?
I think so. That's my theory. When you're circumcised,
you're killing all the nerves.
Yeah, I mean that's just unnatural,
bro. It's just it's
just dumbed down. It's just
it's like you smack it around and just kill all the nerve endings.
Yeah,
Filisteo.
What did you say?
Filisteo, like I just kid.
I don't know. I mean,
if you got the Jews, y los filisteos eran los que no se circuncidaban.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Filisteo, I don't know how you call them in English.
Well, the circumcision thing in this country has become a business now, bro.
Yeah.
They circumcise the fuck out of everyone. It's not necessary. There's no need, dude. That's not the case in anywhere else, dude. They just say they just kind of like it comes with the fries, you know. Like you just get it, maybe you just go ahead and circumcise it, no reason at all.
By default.
Joe Rogan was saying that like there's so many kids that die a year because of circumcision. Yeah, because you know, like any surgery, you can have an infection, you can have a problem, but it's something that is not necessary, dude. But people think it is.
I think back in the day, but now not
unless you have running water, dude.
Exactly, running warm water at all times.
Why would you? You don't just watch it.
You got boxers now.
Somebody, or our doula who helped us with the pregnancies. I think their baby. They were going to circumcise him, and I think the doctor or somebody said, all right, watch the video of how they circumcise, and if you're okay with circumcising your son after you watch the video, then go ahead and do it. And she's like, no way. I definitely couldn't do it after I saw that.
Dude, most people would do it in this country. It's just, dude, they think it's weird. It's like, dude, it's like...
Watch a video of seeing your baby go through that.
Man, it's just that right now there is so much information from so many places. It just depends. What. It just depends where you got your information from. If you say, like, so many people doing it, you know, they might got their source from somewhere else. Like, you got it from Joe Rogan. Not everybody watched Joe Rogan.
Right. And not only that, but you know what? You know what? It's also like, all right,
Smart,
they go to
stupid stuff.
It's smart, stupid stuff, baby. Feed your mind. You hear it from the doctor, and people think that, okay, the doctor, yeah, why would he steer me in the wrong direction? But, I mean, there's a lot behind that.
Yeah,
Well, they get paid
charged,
more.
right?
Exactly.
They get paid
of
more
course,
now.
it's not a free service.
No, they get paid more. And, dude, like, you'll see, like, all American dicks are circumcised.
That's just the way it
I'll
is.
tell you from experience. On that note... you
Yeah,
guys
we
wanna-
were in Omega and everybody is.
Yeah,
Do you guys want to finish here at 1 hour?
I think we're good.
On that note, guys, go ahead and go find the video of a circumcision. Watch it.
I got the
And tune in-
katana over
think
here if
twice.
you need help.
And tune in for our next video.
That's right.
We'll be back next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Oh, wait, I can't stop it. Where's the mount? There it is. Bye.